Hey everybody, I want to take a second to talk to you about the Mana Traders series. Mana Traders is now sponsoring the channel, RW Hobbies, or RW Makes Magic, helping me get all the decks I need to make the videos that everybody wants to watch, so really appreciate that. But another big thing that's awesome about this is I get to play in the Mana Traders series, which is an awesome series. Best prizes online at the moment. 15,000 monthly payout, that's to all their players, free entry. It's open to all, even non-Mana Traders users, but the Mana Traders users, like people subscribe, get 10x prize multiplier, so you get a lot more prizes if you're subscribed. And honestly, it's really hard to play Magic Online nowadays without Mana Traders. I was one of the lucky few who could keep doing it because I had a large collection from before they started, but there's not very many people like me left that just have an old collection on Magic Online, and honestly, even with that old collection, it was still really hard for me to change decks and keep trying out new things. And now that I have Mana Traders back, I feel like I'm gonna be able to do a lot more videos, do a lot more with the thing. And honestly, I don't think you can get into Magic Online without using it nowadays. I think it's just a must-use. And if you want to get subscribed to Mana Traders, you can help out the channel by using code A22EN when you subscribe. You get 15% off, be eligible to play in all these series. Even get to battle against me on there. So, should be a lot of fun. And remember, I'm going to let you get to the content now, but remember, if you would subscribe, it would really help the channel. So, thanks everybody for that. And with that, we'll talk to you next time. Welcome to another episode of Making Magic Happen, brought to you by RW Hobbies and Games in Livonia, Michigan. I'm Zach, and today we're playing some Legacy. Eternal Weekend is coming up, so I wanted to try and grind some Legacy, just get used to the format, see what it's about. I looked online. The Snowko deck seems to be doing very well. I'm trying a few different changes to it. They almost all splash red for Pyroblast in the sideboard. I'm not doing that in this league. I think it's totally worth doing most of the time, but I wanted to try out Daze. I'm trying Daze and Mystic Sanctuary as like a package to be able to pick up Mystic Sanctuary, get something else back. I think Mystic Sanctuary is really powerful with Uro, so wanted to see if it was good in this deck. I've seen it played in some lists to some success, others don't have it. I don't know if it's going to be too hard on the mana. I'm going to have to see, but I'm curious to see how good it is in Legacy. It also makes you a little vulnerable to Wasteland, which could be kind of bad. But, we'll find out. Other than that, Brainstorm, Ponder, Astrolabe, that's kind of par for the course nowadays. Swords is my go-to one-mana removal spell. I got Abrupt Decay as my next best removal spell. It kills opposing Okos, but it's also a good way to answer Dreadhorde Arcanist without Delver being able to protect it, basically. I got a couple Codals. Almost every list I've seen has basically just four of these. I'm trying 3. I don't love it against... it's good against the Delver deck, but I don't love it against some of their threats, and I really think the key to that matchup is just making sure Arcanist isn't in play. So I actually have the third Abrupt Decay. Most lists only have 2 over the 4th Coil. I made room for the Dazes. We'll see how good those are. They're kind of on the fence. I might cut them soon. I think 4 Force of Wills and 2 Force of Negation is just par for the course in terms of counter magic for these decks. So went there. Dead of Winter is the sweeper. I don't think many lists are playing Teferi Time Raveler, but I've always been really impressed with this card in Legacy, so I wanted to try it. A lot of lists are 3 Oko, 4 Uro. I'm just trying 2 out just to get a feel. I know Oko's really messed up, but it's also the type of card where you can have extras, rotting in your hand. Although Force of Will and Force of Negation do mostly negate that. Still wanted to make some room for Teferi, try him out. In the sideboard, because I don't have the Pyroblast, I'm trying Narset. Narset has really impressed me in this format and the little bit I've played before this league. I think it's quite good. I think Narset and Carpet of Flowers is a really big part to winning Blue Mirrors. I think they just kind of take over the game, kind of. And then I've got 4 Leylines for Hogak, which is a really powerful deck. They definitely respect it. Plague Engineer and Fatal Push for creature decks, mostly Elves. I think Elves is also very good. 2 Veil of Summer. I think stock is maybe 1 or 2. I think it's kind of close, but I'm playing 2 because I don't have the Pyroblast. So I'm kind of replacing Pyroblast with an extra Veil, the Daze, and a Force of Negation. We'll see how that actually ends up playing out, but with that, let's battle. Alright, here for round 1. We won the die roll. And yeah, this hand's got an Astrolabe, which makes it a keep. Hands with Astrolabe in this deck are phenomenal compared to hands that don't have them. I do have 2 fetches. I definitely want to save 1 to be able to brainstorm, but I also think I want to start on Island. It just lets me cast brainstorm next turn. If my astrolabe gets forced or something crazy, I mean, who knows? Opponent's mulling to 4. Either they're a very unlucky Delver player or they're doing something degenerate. I only have 1 basic plane, so Misty being able to get Snowko Forest is much better than that Flutter Strain at the moment. So I'm going to save that one. Probably going to get a Forest too. Depends on, I guess, what happens with this Astrolabe, but we'll see. Alright, Decay could be good. So Hogak, it feels like. Okay. This is not a great hand against Hogak. Hedron Crab. Okay, probably going to have to decay that. I think I just get green here. I don't think I'm very likely to win a game where they mill themselves and just do what they want to do. They just have a more powerful thing they're doing, so I do need to disrupt them a little bit. Oh man, they have another crab. That's bad for me. Okay. It's not hitting anything crazy. You only get 3 mills. Gravecrawler's good. So this is the Stitcher Supplier, sure. Okay. Well, Venvine's scary. But it does only have 1 card in hand, though. So kind of want to play Uro and just get that going. The nice thing is I can bring Uro back next turn if I just use fetches here. I guess I'm going to put all the lands in play anyway. Sure, I'll start with the plains. Oh, I exiled a bridge. I didn't even see the bridge from low. That's wild. Alright. I guess I'm going to use the Delta. I do want to start getting islands now. I have most of my colors. Probably going to brainstorm here too, although there's also a real argument to just pitching the brainstorm to Force Will this turn if they do something too crazy. Oh boy. Opponent is going to be able to cast Gravecrawler and then Hogak and bring back 2 Vengevines. That is horrible for me. Oh boy. I do not know how we win this game. Alright, I think I can pack this in. This deck is such a hard matchup, and I don't know. It's just so hard to stop it. I killed the first crab. I think I had a shot if the crab was never in play, but it was, and that's just what it is. Bringing all of these in. I think most of the counter spells are bad. I think Teferi's pretty bad in the matchup. Yeah, I think that's good. So, you kind of just have to mull the ley line. That's what I found. I'm bringing in Veil of Summer to protect my ley line, specifically from Assassin's Trophy. A lot of the Hogak lists are like on 4 trophies, but also they play Cabal Therapy, so you can just get one of those sometimes. But yeah, I mean, you really need Leyline of the Void in this deck. I do kind of wonder if I'm supposed to have some Force of Wills to protect my ley lines. I could see it. I also don't think Ice Fang's, like, great. Could also cut the push. Yeah, let's bring in 2 more forces, I guess. I'll cut a push. And... actually, I think Plow's kind of bad. It's, like, okay, but... not supposed to cut a Decay. Plow's better than Decay. Alright. Decay can hit Alter, which matters, but it doesn't matter that much. I do need to kill this crab. My crab can't stay in play. Alright, we got Leyline and a Veil of Summer. I'm going to keep. So obviously they can like Force of Vigor this, which would be brutal, but most of the removal I've seen for Leyline is Assassin's Trophy. Alright. I actually like going Caracas here. They're pretty unlikely to have Wasteland. I do kind of want to plow this turn, and I like being able to go Flooded Strand, get Island, and have another Flooded Strand up for Trop for this Veil if I need it. Okay. What do we mill? Gravecrawler Cabal Therapy? Sure. Let me get rid of this Gravecrawler now. So opponent can't cast Trophy right now, and I can't stop anything that isn't trophies, so I'm just going to play Uro, put the Flooded Strand in, have Trop up if I need it. And Decay is actually good when you already have the Leyline. Fine to draw Decay. I can't cast it at the moment with the way my mana is. Like I said, this deck plays like it wants an Astrolabe always, and that is how this feels at the moment. Alright, let's start the turn with Ponder. Okay. I do want to draw a land. No. I am probably going to cast this Brainstorm, and it's not going to be very good, but I'm doing it just to be able to bring back Uro next turn. This deck is unlikely to be able to beat that. Also feels like we might be hardcasting Avengemind. Yep. Alright. Alright. Definitely going to end up putting back this Leyline. kind of want to draw the forest. I don't know that I need ponder. I'm going to draw the forest. Alright, Oko's going to be pretty good, I think. I imagine, given an opponent has an answered leyline, there's no way they're beating an Uro. But if they draw an answer to it, they have a shot here. Oh, Decay Uro. Yikes. Honestly, that's probably okay. Like, oh, I could have just Caracased it. That was stupid. I should have Caracased it. Oko is going to be enough to get me out of this, I think. Or at least... at least stall well enough until Uro comes back for the second time. Let's start with the Ponder here. See if there's anything we like. Don't really want any of that. Okay, Dead of Winter's not bad. I don't have black mana, but outside of that, it's good. I assume they're going to attack me. Attacking Oko's tough. Well, if you don't attack Oko, things do get rough. We'll see. If I find black mana, this game is definitely over. If I don't, though, I guess I could lose the race. Oko's just so tough. It'll trade with this. Still not die. Yeah, they're attacking me. Alright. Still going to be hard to race an Oko, but definitely doable. Oh, Astrolabe is a phenomenal draw. Oh, another Uro is actually pretty good too. Now let's cast Dead of Winter. Get rid of these creatures here. The opponent concede. Yeah. I was going to say, it's going to be tough. I was going to cast Dead of Winter, exile their board, make a 3/3, gain 3 back up to 9, have Uro not quite ready for next turn, but yeah, that was going to be probably going to be it. I do actually think I want the push. Oko was good there. I actually think I want Force of Will to protect Leyline. I'm going to cut a Plague Engineer. Plague Engineer is okay. Like, hitting Vampire and getting rid of Bloodghast is fine. Or zombies and having Stitcher Supplier and Gravecrawler always die. But, yeah, I don't know. Alright. We got a Leyline. And we got some cantrips to find some stuff. Seems like a keep. So, if opponent can kill it, then they've got a shot. I'm going to immediately use these to look for a Force or a Veil, one of them. Oh, I definitely want to force. Okay, not a force. Veil's still probably pretty good. I'm going to top Veil. Force would have been better, but I will accept Veil. Alright. Do I want any of these? I don't really. I'd rather have a fetch land or a way to make black mana. Let's shuffle. Alright. Force is a good draw. We'll take it. Now this ley line is staying in play. I got my sweeper. I just need to find black. Or an astrolabe. Both of those work. Let's start with a brainstorm. I would like to put this one back in my deck. Alright, we didn't quite get there. In fact, we're kind of locked. That ain't great. I also don't have anything to cast with this Taiga, so I do think I'm going to just play the Mystic Sanctuary, or Tundra, sorry. I think I'm going to play the Mystic Sanctuary. And just keep waiting. Next turn, I can play Oko and Brainstorm if I want. Try and get out of the lock. So we bring in Veil of Summer. It's exactly why you bring in Veil of Summer against this deck. You have to mold this anyway, and then the only thing from there that matters is keeping it in play. And if that's the case, Veil does a pretty good job of that. And now I've got Force if they find another answer, which is excellent. There's just no way they're going to beat an Oko. I even have a second one if I ever get a bunch of black. I'm going to Brainstorm again. It's awkward because I get put at risk of being Brainstorm locked. Okay, not locked. We'll take it. Put these two back. And play Oko. Let's make a food. All right. What are we doing here? Do you have the Vengevine to kill the Oko? If they do have Vengevine here, I will not force it. I'd rather save that for answer to Leyline. I'm just going to plow it next turn. I can deal with Oko dying. Oh, that? No. Not that. I think the Leyline's important. That's the card I was saving that for. And now I actually am locked, and that stinks, but I think we've already dealt with a bunch of answers to Leyline. I think there's a chance we'll be far enough ahead at this point that Oko can just carry by himself. I'm just going to start bashing. Opponent's just not winning this race. I've got to plow up here. All right, I will plow now. Alright. Hopefully next turn we can draw black mana. But in the meantime, Oko's doing what Oko did and kind of making the game irrelevant. Alright. They're through with this. So Leyline does it again. Leyline plus Oko, all you need. What were we going to draw? Misty. So we're going to have the black mana. I think we were pretty safe after that. This hand's mana is too bad. I think I have to ship. This hand is good. I think we're going to put back a Misty. I think this hand's pretty good. We've got Astrolabe to make our mana perfect. We've got Brainstorm to kind of fix the draws we do have. If we're playing a mirror, it might be a little awkward, but this could also just be Rug Delver. Okay. Preordained feels more like Delver, but we'll find out. Alright. Given I drew the Tundra, I want to be able to fetch Forest with this one, so I'm going to use Strand. Get an island, cast the Labe. I do not want to force an Arcanist next turn, but we may have to. The card is too good. You can't leave it on the table. Alright, opponent, come on. Ugh, today, man. Alright. Alright. Really hoping to not see Arcanist here. Channeler? Channeler's fine. So happy that's an Arcanist. Jeez. So I can Ice Fang here. Honestly, I think that's probably the best place to go. It does stink that I have to use up my Brainstorm. I guess I should fetch main phase. It stinks that I have to use up or get rid of the fetch that pairs with my Brainstorm, but I have more fetches. I can find them. I do like doing this now when I can't get stifled. I don't know if they're playing Stifle, but you get the idea. I can't get Stifled if I do it while they're tapped out, that's for sure. And we got a Delver. Fair enough. Alright, Swords is a very good draw. I do want to lead on Astrolabe. Ooh, Teferi's also quite good. I want to get rid of this before it does any crazy damage. If opponent wants to force here, I can force back. I don't think they will, though. Alright. And I've already got the Delver covered with an Ice Fang. Obviously, they could kill it, but I'm still at 18. If they want to go through all the effort of getting rid of this, then that's fine by me. I'm more concerned about getting this Teferi in play. That's kind of where I'm at. Alright, opponent found a Wasteland. I was trying to hold off on these. I'm playing these because I didn't want them to be wastelanded, but I don't know. Not the end of the world. Still got a Caracas. Another Channeler, okay. And not even playing the Wasteland, interesting. Alright, looks like opponent wants to fight over this one. Brainstorm response, sure. I can pay for days. I've got a Force of Will this turn and a Force of Will next turn if I need it. I guess Force of Negation on their turn. See what happens though. Alright. Just send the Channeler back. Alright. There is a chance I would brainstorm in response to a spell here. Ooh, Daze is not a very good draw with the Teferi in play. Let's see what the brainstorm yields. Another Force. Alright, I will force pitching Force on this. Opponent just cannot stop it. There's a Teferi in play. And Arcanist doesn't work with the Teferi in play either, for the record. Part of the reason I think Teferi's so good is this is one of the scariest cards in the entire format, and Teferi's great against it. And this turn, I get to Dead of Winter on their turn at instant speed. So if they kill my Ice Fang this turn, I would definitely not Force a Will. Note, Dead of Winter does not kill Ice Fang, which is pretty strong. Okay. Now they think they've got Teferi off the board. They don't. I know their hand has Daze and Wasteland in it. Oh, that's a nice clean 2 for 1. You take those. And a Magmatic Channeler. I still don't really think I care about that. let's brainstorm. Hoko, okay. I can Mystic Sanctuary here. There's nothing I really want to get back, though. Plow is just, like, fine. Although getting back a Brainstorm sounds kind of good, too, though. Alright. Oh, no! I was supposed to plus on one of these and protect a fairy. That was a punt. Oh, we got an Oko. It's fine. Definitely misclick, but I think overall it's fine. It's pretty unlikely opponent's going to be able to beat Oko anyway. Hardcast Force Negation, sure. An Arcanist, okay. I do think I'm going to Brainstorm again. I need to find something next turn that matters. I'm going to have to decide between keeping my Oko this turn and trading here, or chumping here, turning this into a 3/3, and then they don't have a Chandler anymore, but I'm down 3/3s. No, that's still not good. I think I have to trade and let Oko go. So their last card is Daze. I can just counter this. And if they want to Daze, I'll pay. I think I'm just going to get back Dead of Winter instead of Brainstorm now. Just clear the table. Make sure opponent's holding Daze versus a bunch of lands in hand. Or a bunch of lands in play so it doesn't do anything. Alright, let's do top decks better. Hoping it's me, but we'll find out. I do, in general, have better top decks. That's a pretty good start. Uro would be incredible if we could get one of those. Hey, there you are, buddy. Yep. Well, that's why you trade off like that, because you're going to draw cards that win the game by themselves. An opponent is going to draw 1 mana of 3/2s, which aren't bad per se, but yeah. Try to have these. I do actually kind of like Carpet of Flowers. I also like Veils. Don't think Daze is good. I also don't like Force Negation against these decks. I think I could honestly cut some Force of Wills. I think I'll cut one. And I think I'm just going to trim a Ponder. I got a lot of ones. I could also see cutting the Caracas. That might be fine. In fact, I think I will instead of the Ponder. Still have 21 lands, which is actually like the typical number here. 21 lands with 12 1-mana cantrips plays a lot higher. It plays like 25 or 26. Especially when the cantrips are this good, it plays higher. I mean, it feels like I have a 28 land deck. I mean, I obviously don't, but well, to some degree, I guess. All right. Seems a little awkward. I do think it's a keep, though. I have an answer to Arcanist. I've got good mana. These being in your opener is definitely awkward, but Brainstorm can kind of fix that. Uro's an excellent draw, too. Okay. The K's not bad either. Chain Lightning, huh? Opponent's going aggro this game. Alright. I'm going to Brainstorm next turn. I would like to find basics that don't die to Wasteland as opposed to playing tap Sanctuaries that just get Wastelanded. This card's looking really bad here. It looked good game 1, but right here it's looking particularly bad. In fairness, though, it was actually excellent game 1. Like, getting that Dead of Winter back was kind of match-winning. Well, not match-winning, game-winning. Ooh, Second Swords is very good. Still going to start with a Brainstorm. Would love to hit an untapped land here. Alright, these play. Guess I could get Snow-Covered Forest. It's probably fine. I think opponent's thinking about dazing this, maybe. I would be A-okay with that. Once you have the first Astrolabe in this deck, most of your issues go away. The second one is not particularly valuable. If opponent wants to kill this one, that's fine by me. I don't think they're going to end up dazing it. I think they're just using clock. Okay, they let it happen. Ooh, Force is actually a decent draw, too. I would very much like to draw another land next turn. To just know that my Uro can put the 4th land in play and I could cast a Plow. Okay. Opponent missing their 3rd land drop makes me think that if they wasteland me, it's actually worse for them than me, and I'd be fine with it. I've got a Brainstorm to recover. This can help me find the next land. I've got answers to basically all their threats, so if they start getting a little chopped up on mana, they're not going to really be able to do anything. They got some Chain Lightnings in their hand that are just really, really bad against Uro. It has multiple wastelands. Would not be shocked to see my Tundra go away. Yep. Ice Fang's not bad. I'm still going to start on Brainstorm. Oh, that worked out really well. And now I'm set up to start being able to use Uro. Perfect. That's fine. I have enough answers in my hand that I'm not worried about that. And I know I'm drawing 2 more answers too, so. Alright, when you just have every single one of the plows. It's all 4. I guess I could use both plows here. Decay could hit like a Winter Orb, which could matter, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. This does get... Okay, I was going to say, this does get a little bit punished if they have, like, their hand is only counter spells, but I don't know. Given that they had the Chain Lightning, I didn't think that was super likely. Okay, Surgically Extract Uro. That's not great for me, but I can certainly recover. Opponent's likely to just lose this Ice Fang. I guess they might end up using the Chain Lightning on it. Sure. Ponder's a good draw. So we are getting lower on win. Oh man, those are very good. So we are starting to get lower on win cons, but that's okay. Teferi should be good enough. Alright, opponent, I guess, was Brainstorm locked and just had enough. Ooh, I'm playing against Anzi D. Member of Team Lotus Box. It's Anurag Das. He usually plays dirtily blue decks when he's just having fun, but when he records videos, he could kind of be recording anything. I do think this is a mulligan. I can't cast any of my spells. This one is probably a keep, though. And probably just going to put back the Codal for now. Opponent's on 5 already. All right. So looks like maybe a Snowko mirror. I guess you could be playing Astrolabe in a non-Snowko match, but pretty likely it's the Snowko mirror. I think this is a shuffle. There we go. Astrolabe's good. Alright, Dead of Winter is not a very good draw, but it's fine. I can shuffle it with Brainstorm. Brainstorm is a very, very powerful magic card, as it turns out. Sylvan Library. That one's probably an issue. I think I'm supposed to Brainstorm here. I want to Force of Negation this, but I also want to get the Dead of Winter out of my hand first, so I don't want to pitch Brainstorm. It does mean I get a less perfect Brainstorm, but I think that's acceptable. I could also whiff and not hit a blue card, but I think that risk is worth it. Okay. We seem to have mostly hit. The question is, do I want the Brainstorm or the Force of Will? I think I'd rather have the Brainstorm. Oh no, am I getting Veil of Summered? Veil of Summer would be a disaster. Ugh, main deck Veil, that's brutal. Alright. I'm going to start with a Brainstorm again. Get rid of that. Crocus is probably good. I think I might get rid of the swords. The main deck Veil is brutal. Alright. Another Brainstorm, not terrible. Oh, this card is going to be a problem. Yep, they just took a bunch of damage, kept a bunch of cards. Alright, they got an Uro. Uro's pretty bad for me. Alright. Let's play Oko and hope this resolves. It somehow does. I do need to start pressuring their life total. Alright. Plow my Astrolabe, that's fine. Man, Sylvan is a messed up card. Yep. I think I need that one. I guess I should have forced negation. That would have been better there. I screwed that up. It's alright, though. Alright, we're going to make a food token. I'm going to bounce this on his turn. I hate it because I'm just falling behind this library. I actually need to kill the library the more I think about it. I'm going to get rid of the library and just bounce the Uro. There's a chance Oko can beat this. It's not a good chance, but it is a chance. Entreat? What is that? Ugh. Playing some nonsense, I guess. Alright. I'm going to take out the Dead Winners for sure. I actually think the swords are probably bad. And I can get behind cutting 2 Ice Fangs. So I think Carpet of Flowers is pretty key to this matchup. You just outmana the opponent so bad if you have this card. Alright, we're going to play first. Definitely a keepable hand. I've got the Decay this time to answer the library if it comes down. Ooh, I have Daze, which is a little awkward here, but honestly not terrible. It's nice that I have something that's not Oko to pitch to force here. Alright. Sylvan I don't really like, but I have the Decay already. I think it's fine to let it resolve and just use the Decay. Or I could Teferi bounce it. That sounds incredible. Let's do that. Oh man, now I have 2 counterspells too. That's awesome. I don't even have to worry about Sylvan resolving either. Alright. REB Teferi, no. Oh god, Daze is nice. I do need to get rid of this library. I need to do that. I'm gonna hit that now. Don't really like Trophy on Teferi. Would much rather just have my Oko resolve next turn. That sounds way better for me. Oh man, Uro's a very good draw too. I think it's better to get Oko going, but Uro is still a good draw. Get the beats rolling. Looks like we're digging for answers to Teferi. Nile Spellbomb. I mean, that is good against Uro. I don't think it's quite good enough. So I can redraw a Force or a Daze or an Abrupt Decay here if I want to using a Mystic Sank, but I don't think I need to do that. And I'm probably supposed to Ponder here. Those are not very good. I'm going to shuffle. Alright, Brainstorm is good. I'm going to wait on it. I've got the fetch land already. Alright. Teferi's gone, but he did some work already. Fine with that. Let's start with a Brainstorm. Ooh, these are not bad. I honestly don't even need to kill the Sylvan if I get to attack for 6 here, so we'll have to see if he has something. Because honestly, I would like to not have to kill this Sylvan and then just be able to hold up Force of Will. Okay, has a Plow. I could Force here. Can also just decay the library. I think I want to Force, honestly. Reason to Force here is I can't get Veil of Summer, so if he wants to counter back, he needs to use 2 cards, which with only 2 cards in hand, I'd be fine with that. And now the Sylvan doesn't do anything, and if he has something like an Oko, I can just decay. I mean, I don't know what, like a block, like maybe a Mentor or something wild. I'll be able to decay it and get it out of the way. That said, this is an Uro. Can't quite bring it back, so it goes to... no, I guess he's dead on board this turn. Kind of need something else here. Drown my food token, sure. None of these quite get the job done. Alright, I mean, it doesn't fix the problem, but force is pretty good here. I don't think carpet really matters. Rather save my force for next turn or second main phase. He only has one card in hand after this. I mean, he's going to get to cast the Uro, and that's going to be good. But then I have the decay for it. I'm attacking for 9. He's only going to 4. He would need 2 removal spells, and he has to do that through a force. So, I mean, they're like just absolutely has to be a Veil of Summer involved in this, and if that's the case, I can play around it. A Plague Engineer, huh? Okay. Oh my gosh, I clicked the wrong button. All I need to do is turn this into an elk and the game is over. I actually made a food token which was wrong, but good guy Anzi actually conceded there, so I appreciate that. Plague Engineer is an odd one. Yeah, still not going to change anything. The Engineers are mostly just for my Ice Fangs, but I've boarded down to 1 anyway. Alright, this hand looks sketchy, but I do think it's a keep. You have time to cantrip a little bit in these mirrors. Especially when you have a Force of Will to kind of slow him down a little bit. He's going to spend his first couple turns cantripping anyway, so not the biggest of deals. Do not love Sylvan. I do think I'm supposed to force that. I hate it, but I think it's right. Yep, he's going to force back. This is bad for me. So I need to find a decay here pretty quick. He's going to get a lot of value off this Sylvan. This hurts. Okay. This is actually good for me. I get to Teferi bounce the Sylvan here and have Daze backup. just strong. He's going to get to just replay the Sylvan, which isn't great for me, but that means Teferi sticks around. I think I can deal with it. Alright, that makes this Daze in my hand look really bad. Not going to lie. I will take a trophy, though. Island lets me use Mystic Sanctuary, but also gives them a ton of mana on Carpet of Flowers. I think I'm probably just supposed to get Swamp. I think he's thinking if he can force this. Yep. Alright, Force Will's a good draw. He also can only draw one here, which is nice. Oh man, you can bring Uro back too. Don't love that. Probably need to counter Uro. Think I'm pitching Brainstorm. And now I can Daze whatever the play is here. And I can pick up Sanctuary. I still think I'm just going to pick up Island, though. Let's start with a Ponder. None of these are good enough, I don't think. Alright. Force Negation's not great, but it does kind of work. Can't use Sylvan anymore. He can't necessarily bring Uro back, although I think it's pretty likely he'll be able to. But after I Elk it next turn, I should be in a good spot against it. I think this is actually a fine spot to use this. It stops his Uro from coming back necessarily. If he has another thing, it's I do kind of get punished. Alright, he has his own Oko. And he gets to bring back Earl. That's terrible for me. Oh, you gain 3. Oh, he doesn't have enough cards in the graveyard. I got it. I get it. Conceded? What? Just happened. Oh, he's just dead on board. Oh, so the Force Negation on the Nile won the match. That's sick. Hey, alright. Alright, back for round 4. Seems a little slow, but I do think it's a keep. Especially on the play. If I'm playing against something degenerate, I'll be upset I kept this, but against a fair deck, it seems pretty good. Alright, looks like Death and Taxes are humans. In either case, this hand is going to be good against them. Alright, looks like probably humans. Alright, definitely humans. Nope. Oh, I wanted to play my Ice Fang. God. It's bad. Clicking too fast. I can actually daze here if I want, and it's not a bad play to daze here. Ooh, Earl's not very good against Caracas. That's kind of annoying. It's not like it's bad necessarily, but... Alright. Noble Hierarchy is kind of big. This daze looks pretty bad here, not gonna lie. Ooh, I think I played the wrong land. Ugh. That's like not bad either though. Take that. So I can bounce Thalia here, which is pretty good. And still cast my Ice Fang and try to trade with this champion. Okay. Swords to Plowshares. I can beat that. If they take up to 3, that's actually really good for me. They probably should not. But if they did, I'd be able to bounce Thalia and like end of turn and then have a turn without Thalia in play. Not that I have like couldn't pay for stuff already. I have a ton of lands, so mostly okay. I do really want to find a Dead of Winter. That would be excellent here. They did go to 3. Okay, so we can actually have Dahlia off the board on our next turn. So going to 3 makes me think Reflector Mage. Ooh, casting a 4-drop? Rick? Oh boy. Doing it that way so that I don't have to pay for the days and not be able to cast the Ice Fang. What the heck? Okay. My Ice Fang's not going to be much worse. Didn't know this was a card they played. Still think I need to play the Ice Fang, though. I guess I should have done this pre-combat, so this had to tap. I think I'm supposed to bring back Uro. And to ferry the champion. Alright, so my Uro's going to get bounced. And that's annoying, but I can now start decaying all the things. I could also have forced. I might force Dahlia, honestly. In fact, I probably should. Ooh, Mother of Runes? I don't think that's that big a deal. I'm still just going to force Dahlia. I can kill Kelsey in here. I'm still probably supposed to deal with this Mother of Runes. No, this thing's just too good, I think. I need to kill it. I guess I can do it in combat. Maybe that's better. I need to hit the Mother of Runes, I think. I would love to draw Swords to Plowshares here. Oh, Dead of Winter. Okay, so now I just need to live. Okay. Champion's good, but not the end of the world. I'm going to take 6 here, I think. So I will end up going to 1, but I think that's okay. I get to kill the entire board. Oh no! I didn't do good maths. Alright, there's no way I could have won that. I forgot this pumped this. Calcium was a huge blowout there. Killing the Kodals. Either way, these are not good. The question is, do I want like Narsets over some Force Wills? I still think Force is good enough. I'm going to keep it. I could see like 3-1-ing it though. I think that would be fine. Yeah, let's do that. They don't draw cards, but it's still just nice to be able to find Dead of Winter better. And I don't think Force is great in this matchup. It's fine. It's acceptable, but not spectacular. They have Cavern and Vial. Like, it's just not going to be insane. In fact, let's go both Narsets, actually. Alright, we got a Dead of Winter. I think this hand's a keep. I will decay a Vial here so quick. This is why I wanted to board out Forces, with some hands just have this. Ooh, Plague Engineer is very good. And I'll take a Swords, too. So I'm actually kind of hoping for a Thalia here, honestly. Alright, Freebooter's annoying, but they kind of have to take Dead of Winter. I just killed their whole board. And if they don't, I can just kill their whole board. So, or if they do take it, I can still just kill their whole board. So, interesting. I would have thought Dead of Winter there, but that's fine. Yeah, we got enough removal spells. We can just Dead of Winter them out. Oh. I screwed that up. I meant to play Dead of Winter. That was really stupid. Well, we got a Plague Engineer. Ooh, Sanctum Prelate. Chosen number is 3? Okay. I am not going to block. I have the block here if I want it. Not in a rush, though. This Plague Engineer probably turns off a decent amount of their draws. Imperial Recruiter. Well, Not bad, but doesn't really solve anything either. It's kind of buying time. I would love to draw land here so I could go Uro plus swords. That would be great. They got another prelate. Fair enough. Still not trading here. Alright. I'm just going to let them play the prelate. I can kill the Ice Fang. Or I can kill the champion with an Ice Fang and plow the prelate. If they like try to get tricky and name one here, I can just Dead of Winter and that's fine. Yeah. I think they're scared of Dead of Winter and trying to turn it off, which I guess makes sense, but alright. Can we draw a land? We can. Still, nope, it's gotta be blue. Well, that was an excellent draw step. Yeah, they're gonna have some amount of creatures in their hand that are just X1s that are just cold to Plague Engineer. In fact, I think they conceded. They probably had a lot of them. Alright. Well, that all felt good. Yeah, still don't really want to change anything. Alright, I do think this hand's a keep. We haven't really seen Wastelands out of the opponent. I think I'll be fine. I would probably Force of Will at turn 1 Vial. Opponent's already on 6. It's going to be the best card in their deck. I do need these Brainstorms to kind of fix this mana. It's a little bit awful. But I think Vial's good enough that I would force it. Alright, if they don't have the Vial, it's actually good. I kind of want to just shuffle this away, honestly. Okay, Mr. Boots. That's fine. I don't have anything in my hand I actually care about. I imagine he takes the swords. Yeah. So I don't really want to Brainstorm here. I think I'm going to just because of Uro. And that all worked out. Perfect. I would like to put this Force of Will away. And probably that Mystic Sanctuary. Alright. Opponent attacking for 1. I'll take it. Attacking for 1 against an Uro deck doesn't do very much, I'll tell you what. Recruiter. That's fine. I do want a brainstorm response, I think. Alright, this was not a particularly good brainstorm. But I think it's acceptable. Kind of a tough spot on what I'm supposed to get. I think I'm going to start by getting a plains. Okay, that was a good draw. I don't remember what opponent got. Calcian. Okay, that's fine. I can mostly clear the opponent's entire board next turn. Doesn't seem like they're playing Calcian, though. This might be a Rick. Oh, Palace Jelly. That's probably worse, honestly. Dead of Winter ain't bad, though. Mr. Boots. Alright, I will plow that. Alright, so going to bring back Earl next turn. Opponent's going to start doing the Crocus thing. We're going to need to find a way to hurt them. Get this Monarch back. The Monarch's going to be tough. Fairy does make sense there, though. Don't want to draw any of these cards. Not really. I do still think I'm... Oh, that doesn't come into play untapped? Oh my god, I'm stupid. Why did I think that came into play untapped? I don't want these. That's not a very good draw either. Alright, you don't love a Mother of Runes. Is this the Calcian? Sure. Gonna need Uro to do some big carrying here. But I have this Dead of Winter. I can get it back with the other Mystic Sanctuary I have now. That's actually turned on now. Kind of done something. Ooh, Astrolabe is a very good draw. Question is, do I want Dead of Winter? I think it's going to be good. Alright, gonna try to use Uro cards to get me back in this game. We'll see how well that works. Notably, I am not trying to kill their Kelsey here because they would just bounce it with Caracas and I just killed the Mother of Runes. I'd rather do this where they end up having to use Caracas on my Uro, but that's fine by me. Uro's going to be drawing a lot of cards. At some point, he's going to find me an Oko. I'll be able to get back this Monarch, and we'll have this wrapped up. Charming Prince? Interesting. Winking Calcium doesn't do very much. I imagine we're scrying. Yep. Opponent doesn't want to extend into the Dead of Winter they know I have. I still think they probably should, but we'll find out. Oh, finally, Ice Fang is excellent. Let's start the turn with an Uro. So now I can actually kill the Kelsey. I really want to use this Ice Fang to get back the Monarch. No, God. I was supposed to cast the Ice Fang. No! Bad. So they've had the Monarch for a while, and it's drawn them a lot of cards because I've played this just absolutely terribly. But I think we're going to be okay. The nice thing about leaving up Caracas is they're not super likely to play Calcium because I just bounce it. And then I can end of turn. Like, I should have played this last turn, so they can kind of safely assume I don't have that because I would definitely have played that. Alright, Sanctum Prelate. Beatable. Do they have kill spells? What is this? Dismember, okay. Awkward. Okay, Oko finally does the trick, though. Oko was really the thing we were waiting for the whole time. And again, leaving up Caracas to protect from Calcian getting an attack here. If I'm the Monarch and opponent's not, they have no shot. They need it. Especially with Oko active. That's fine. Alright, they have Calcian. Just waiting for them to put Caracas down. Now they don't even know, like, I guess they probably name Uro because they know it's in my hand, but, like, if they really hit, I could just Oko this. Like, it wouldn't really matter. Alright. I was going to cast the Plague Engineer, but I just want to protect from Calcian. Surgical arrows? I mean, it was never doing anything against Caracas anyway. That's fine. The rest of my hand should be good enough. Opponent is already at 7. I'm attacking for... I have lethal in my hand. If they don't do anything. I imagine they will do something, but... They only have 3 cards. One's a Calcium, which we know doesn't do anything. Sure. Okay. Deputy of Detention. That's actually pretty good. Not sure what you're hitting here. Probably my Oko? Maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, the Oko? Sure. Oh man, that's a really good draw. Let's start with Narset though. As I say, another removal spell here is lethal. We didn't hit, but that's fine. I guess if I just play 2 Okos, opponent has to chump, and they go to 1, and can't use the silent clearing. Alright, in for that. I think opponent's packed it in. Too many Okos. Alright, on the play for round 5. And this hand looks good. Keep a little awkward. I need to fetch to get the island turn 1 for the Astrolabe, but I still think it's fine. We got more fetches. We'll find them. Alright, that's also a pretty good draw. Verdant. So it could be elves. Not getting Underground Sea, so probably like a 4-color deck like mine, maybe. Could be just like a Sultai deck. Could be Storm, maybe. It's not crazy that this would be Storm. Given I don't know what I'm up against, I'm just going to play my land and pass. I'm going to be doing some combination of Brainstorm and Ice Fang. The question is what I'm playing against before I really get into that. If it's Storm, I want to shuffle these away. If it's like a Sultai Delver deck, obviously I want the removal. If they don't do anything, I do think I'm just going to Ice Fang. Okay, Mystic Sanctuary is a pretty awkward lane to draw, but that's not bad. I'm going to jam Teferi. I still don't know what I'm up against. Could be a few things. Alright, Teferi resolved. I'm just going to plus. Don't think I need a minus yet. I could be in danger here. Opponent could just could storm off this turn. Preordain isn't the type of thing that's likely to do that, though. I guess they could go off if they find the right thing. Alright, so this is Storm. Doesn't feel like opponent's quite there on cards. Thoughtseize, sure. My hand's not very good. That's fine. I imagine a Brainstorm's out of here. But I can get a lot of value next turn if I need to. I can, like, Teferi bounce my Astrolabe. Alright, so definitely going to get rid of these. I do think I want to fetch a different Mystic Sanctuary, honestly. Alright, these brainstorms have not been particularly good. That was good, though. Question is, do I want to ponder? I don't think that I do. You know, ponder's just like a shuffle and draw. I'm going to wait on ponder. Alright, opponent conceded. I have no idea what just happened. Lotus Petal's kind of, and like Thoughtseize is kind of a dead giveaway. It's something unfair, though. I'm going to bring all these in. Plague Engineer is actually better than you'd think. It kills Empty the Warrens tokens, which is a reason to have a couple in the deck. It also can just attack. Like, it's not a great attacker, but it works. I think this hand's a keep. I wouldn't say it's a spectacular hand, but it seems good enough. I have a force, so if they just turn one writ, I'm probably supposed to force that, honestly. Could force the next one, but they can go like Thoughtseize after this. I'm supposed to force that. They have force? What? Alright, well, Doomsday? Jesus. Probably in a tough spot. That said, opponent only has 7 cards left to work with. It was a wild first turn of the game. I'm going to lead on Strand here. I imagine I'm going to have to crack it in Brainstorm, so I'm going to take the marginal thinning, but... Okay. Well, that is just a straight up whiff. That's horrible. That is not good. We found the lands. Very many of them. I have a hard time believing I don't die here. Oh, they cast an Emrakul. Alright, well. That's probably going to kill me. Uro's good, but it's not that good. Yeah, nothing about the way I sideboarded would have changed that match. I mean, the real issue there was I just didn't have enough counter spells turn 1. This is a keep, though. This hand's pretty good. Looking for some lands here. And that's perfect. I guess I should have played my land. I don't think this deck is going to play Daze, though. Maybe they have, like, a couple. I need to decide if it's better to go Uro or Oko next turn. I think I'm more inclined to Uro. It's a threat that doesn't cost resources, whereas Oko, like, is a resource, if that makes sense. Like, if I play Oko, I have a really powerful Planeswalker in play, and he's great, but against spell-based decks, he's not as powerful. And Uro is always going to replace himself when I use him, so I think it's better to Uro. Just have this be my win con, save Oko to pitch to this Force. Alright, looks like opponent's going for it. Doomsday, huh? Hmm? Do they have another Force? Oh my god, they had another Force. That's really brutal. Alright, Brainstorm's good. Sadly, I don't think any of this is beating what they're about to do. Need like a Wasteland or something. Stop this Shelldock Isle. Yep. Oh man, having a Wasteland here would just win the game. That's really frustrating. Well, if it's not exactly Emrakul under there, I can Force of Will it. I do imagine it's going to be exactly Emrakul. Yup. If this could be countered, I think I'd have a shot, but sadly, I cannot. Alright. Well, we tried. Could be a point in favor of playing some Wastelands. It felt like this was kind of unstoppable. I think really I just need to stop the Doomsday. I think I got a little unlucky that opponent just had the perfect amount of counters both games they won. But that is life. This is a deck that's built to prey on decks like these. Overall, deck felt really good. I'm excited to start playing some more Legacy. This looks like a strong contender for Eternal Weekend. I'm going to try some more stuff out, but I liked this deck for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Thanks everybody for watching. Remember, if you like the content we're making here, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the videos. Please leave comments. I'm happy to discuss plays, anything you want to talk about with that. Yeah, talk to you next time.
I'm joined by Kyle Balgamase. Welcome, Kyle.
How are you?
Raja Suleiman with Orzhov.
Max McVitie.
Congratulations to Brian DeMars. Zach Allen. I wouldn't be here without these guys, though. So.
And the champion of Pro Tour Cards Attack here, Relax.